You're listening to another episode of the Just Go Bike podcast, powered by RAGBRAI. This is the award-winning podcast where we are all about the culture of cycling, just for the fun of it. Your hosts are Murph from the Murphology podcast and AP from Parrot Talk. With tales from all over the nation, come for the bikes, stay for the fun, and leave with a smile. And now here is Murph.
Hey, that's me.
And AP.
Hey, that's me. Well, hey, Murph.
Hello, AP.
Well, it's wonderful to be podcasting you on the sort of the eve before RAGBRAI begins. I can see it on the horizon.
I know. And everyone already knows this because you are listening to this podcast, but this is kind of a special edition. It's on a different day than we normally post because, like you mentioned earlier, RAGBRAI is happening earlier than it usually does, so to speak.
Yeah, calendar-wise, this is the earliest that RAGBRAI can ever happen in the month of July.
Yeah. And so we wanted to share several episodes this week. So that's why we get to have the coffee shops, then we have the overnight towns. And then guess what? We are at the expo.
Let's just call it RAGBRAI Hype Week.
Speaking of hype, we have some incredible news to share.
Yes, Murph and I have been lucky enough to be selected to be guardians for an Eastern Iowa honor flight in October.
Yes.
So October 14th, Murph and I will fly out to Washington, D.C. as guardians for, I believe we each have 2 veterans.
Yes, we do.
That we're guardians for. And that just basically means that we help them in whatever way they might need as they tour different memorials in Washington, D.C., just to make sure that they have the best, most meaningful time possible.
Yes. And I'll put a link in the show notes if you haven't heard our episode about the honor flight. It's pretty amazing. And I had the honor to be a guardian several years ago when my dad went. And it is a well-oiled machine, but it is also like you do a lot in a matter of one day. So that's why they have guardians with each of the veterans to kind of be like, snap, snap, let's go. We got to get to our next spot. So,
yeah.
But we're going to be raising some money for us specifically to be part of this special honor flight in October. So,
yes. So when you go on an honor flight, obviously you incur some costs. You get food, you get the flight, I get a polo. We're going to get a polo shirt.
Yeah.
So it costs $550 each for each of us to be guardians on this honor flight. So we're going to be fundraising for our costs to try to cover our costs, just to make sure that we don't impose any extra strain on honor flight by receiving this honor. Mm-hmm. So at the RAGBRAI Expo, we're going to have a little thing where you could donate either by like a QR code to like a GoFundMe type of fundraiser or just a cash donations, because we don't want to have to incur, we want to cover our own way.
Right, right. And on a side note, it does not cost any money for the veterans because it's a nonprofit that does that.
That's right.
And so a lot of your money that maybe when you registered, if you donated to the honor flight, that's where that's all going.
Yeah, we're so excited. We cannot wait. We'll talk about it a lot more on the podcast as we get closer, but
for sure,
we just wanted to share that with you because we're not going to be able to keep it a secret much longer.
I know. Yeah. We are so excited.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a jam-packed episode. We have coffee shops in the overnight towns, coffee shops in the pass-through towns. We have coffee shops all across the RAGBRAI route that have taken the time to talk to us about what their plans are for RAGBRAI, where they're located, their favorite drinks, all of it. So we got to get going on this.
Yeah, we're fully caffeinated and we're going to be talking about caffeine. And I've never been happier to have a podcast episode. So let's hear it.
All right, here are the coffee shops of RAGBRAI LII. Hi, Emily.
Hi.
Good to have you on the podcast.
Yes, thank you.
Can you tell the listeners the full name and the location of your shop?
Yes, absolutely. The name of my shop is Daily Grind, and we are located in Hartley, Iowa, and we are right on Highway 18.
Okay, and then I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the RAGBRAI route. Are you near where riders come in?
My physical location of my business, my building, is on Highway 18. I don't believe the riders are coming by here, but I think I don't know the terminology, the support teams Is that
Oh,
the
sure.
correct
The
word?
support drivers. Yep.
Yeah, I think they do come by us.
Oh, great. Okay. So are you the owner, manager?
I am all of it.
All of it. Multitasker.
Yes.
So give us maybe a brief history of your business, and then we'll get into what RAGBRAI riders can expect from you.
Absolutely. So we just celebrated our second birthday, the end of June this year. We're a fast-paced drive-through only coffee shop. We're located in what used to be a classic drive-in diner. So there's a little bit of hometown nostalgia in our business. On July 20th, the day RAGBRAI comes through Hartley, we will be debuting our brand new mobile trailer. We have not used it yet. It's something that my husband and I have been renovating for the past 2 months. It started out as a toy hauler that was damaged in a tornado, and we have transformed it into a full-service drink trailer with the goal in mind of being there for RAGBRAIers.
So you are on day one for us. So that'll be on a Sunday. So give us an idea of what you think you're going to be offering, both, your brick and mortar building, but then also in your trailer.
Yeah, absolutely. We're super excited for RAGBRAI. Our trailer is going to be uptown in Hartley with all the other vendors for quick access and for the riders and the support crews. The trailer is going to feature just sort of like a condensed high-speed menu with cold brews, iced tea, energy drinks. Our energy drinks include Red Bull, Monster, Lotus Energy, First Form Energy, and our house-made bloomers. A bloomer is just exclusively to my business. I developed it myself.
Ooh, tell us more about a bloomer.
So it's a light caffeinated drink. It's refreshing. The syrups are made from real ingredients. There's no preservatives. It's all natural. They're very light drinks and they include fruit in them. And I'm really excited about it. I have also this week developed a drink specifically for RAGBRAI. It will only be available that day. And it is made with First Form Energy, coconut water, lime juice, and a watermelon salt syrup.
Ooh.
So it is going to have that salty, citrusy flavor. It's got lots of electrolytes, potassium, magnesium, sodium to help with the muscle cramps and keep everybody hydrated.
And have you named it yet?
Yeah, it is going to be called the RAGBRAI Replenisher.
The RAGBRAI Replenisher. Oh my gosh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And then our main, our storefront, our drive-through, it's going to be open. It's going to have our full menu, espresso drinks, soft serve ice cream, pastries, sandwiches, all the energy drinks. We will have something for everybody at the drive-through.
I am already thinking about the bloomer. I think I have to try that one. But do you have a favorite current beverage that you sell?
It's sort of a toss-up between, and it is one of the bloomers. It's either the blueberry Earl Grey bloomer or the pear elderflower.
Ooh.
They're both. I usually have one of each a day. I'm not sure I should admit that, but...
Well, now it's out there. Everyone knows.
Yep. I could be drinking worse stuff. So...
And then the day that we come through, will you have special hours, extended hours? Have you figured that part out yet?
Yeah, so actually, my business is not normally open on Sundays. We are opening for that day. So both the storefront and the trailer, our set hours are going to be 9 to 4.
Okay, 9 to 4. And then if riders want to, and support drivers want to check out more about you before we actually get to you, do you have a Facebook page or a website?
Yeah, so I am on Facebook. It's all you got to do is search Daily Grind in Hartley, and you'll see lots of pictures, videos. I post probably a little too much on there because I just like to keep all of my followers informed of daily specials and new drinks and such. And then I also have a TikTok page that I recently started specifically for the trailer to sort of show our journey, because it's something that my husband and we have done all of it ourselves. And the TikTok profile is Daily Grind Mobile.
Okay. I'm excited to see it because that's a lot of probably blood, sweat, and tears getting that ready for us.
Quite literally. But it's been fun. It's just been an absolute blast, and I can't wait for July 20th.
We can't either.
Awesome.
So, okay, the mobile trailer will be with all the other vendors in Hartley, and then tell us one more time where your actual building is for support drivers, but then also if anybody passes through Hartley in the future.
Yeah, we are directly on Highway 18.
Okay.
You cannot miss us as you're coming through Hartley on Highway 18. My sign is right out there that says Daily Grind. We're on a corner. Yeah, we're pretty easy to find.
All right. Sounds great. Well, thank you, Emily, and we look forward to running into you on RAGBRAI.
Yes, same. Thank you so much.
Next up, we have entered the community of Estherville, and with me right now is Brianna. Hey, Brianna.
Hi, Murph.
Nice to have you on the podcast.
Yes.
So will you tell us the name and location of your business?
We are Central Perk Coffee House, and we're located just a half block south of the Library Square on South 6th Street. So just south of where all of our entertainment is going to be in Estherville.
And are you the owner of your coffee shop?
I am the manager.
The manager. Well, do you have any history that you want to share? I don't know how long you've been there, but let us know a little bit about the history of your place.
Sure. So I've been here since the start. It's a family owned and operated coffee shop. And so my grandparents own it, and I'm the manager. And then my mom also helps out at the coffee shop also. And we've been here since 2017.
I love the way it looks when you first pull up to your business.
So the building was all designed by the city, and they reached out to us to open a coffee shop in this location. So
it's been a coffee shop since it was designed.
Way back in the day, it used to be JCPenney's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell us some of the products that you offer.
So that day we're going to have coffees, lattes, Lotuses, lemonade, iced tea. And then for food, we're going to have a bunch of grab and go, cold lunch options, sandwiches. And then we're going to also have hot breakfast sandwiches ready to go so that people can just grab it and go. Mm-hmm. And then all of our pastries are made from scratch in-house here. And so those are always popular.
And will your business be open that people can go into, or will you have everything outside when we come through?
We're going to have some stuff inside, and then we're also going to have a table set up outside with some like fast options, fast pastries, and just brewed coffee, if that's what you're looking for. So if you want it something quick, we'll have a table set up right outside our business also.
Okay. And of course, we know Estherville is an overnight town, so you will, in theory, be hanging out with us for more than one day.
Yes.
Or at least the evening before and then the morning of.
Yes. Yep. So we're going to open up early the next day on Tuesday at 6 if anybody needs a coffee before they start biking.
Okay. And do you have, I know it probably changes all the time, but do you have a favorite beverage or item on the menu that you can't get enough of right now?
Our favorite thing right now is we just got acai bowls, and I think they're so delicious and refreshing. Nice and cold. If it's hot, I'm sure it's going to be hot that day.
Right. And describe what an acai bowl is.
So on the bottom, it's kind of like a smoothie, like a berry blend smoothie, and then it's topped with strawberries, granola, and bananas.
Oh, yum. That would be great afternoon snack or even breakfast.
Yes, yeah.
And then on the day of RAGBRAI, will you have, I know you mentioned a lot of the grab and go, will you have your full menu available or will it be limited to more of the grab and go?
We're going to be limited to grab and go that day, but we're going to have several options for people to choose from.
Okay. Do you have protein featured items, whether it's protein drinks or food items?
We're going to have like protein sandwiches. Like we're going to have ham sandwiches, turkey sandwiches.
Okay, yeah.
Chicken salad, egg salad.
Perfect.
So that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. And then if people are, getting ready to come, they're driving to Orange City to start their week, can they find you on any sort of social media or a website?
Yep, we're on Facebook. It's just Central Perk Coffee House.
Okay, so Central Perk Coffee House is the name, Esterville is the place, and it's right on the main area, so you can't miss it, right?
Nope, we're going to have a big coffee flag outside, so you should be able to find us.
All right. Well, great, Brianna. Thank you so much for your time and telling us a little bit more about Central Perk.
Thank you. We can't wait to see you.
We will be right back.
At First Form, they're more than just supplements. They're built for performance, driven by purpose, and proud to fuel the RAGBRAI journey.
First Form helps real people earn real long-term results on the bike and beyond.
From clean energy to high-protein snacks that actually fuel you, they're here to keep you moving, recovering, and riding strong.
Come find the First Form team out on the route. Let's crush RAGBRAI together.
Now, back to the show.
Up next, we have Val from Stomping Grounds. How are you doing, Val?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
Good, good. Well, will you tell listeners the location of your business and if there's an official full name besides what I just said?
We are located in Armstrong, Iowa, or I should say based out of Armstrong, Iowa, because we're located in different places all the time. But we're based out of Armstrong, Iowa. And yeah, we're known as Stompin' Grounds, like no G on the end of Stompin' for a couple reasons, just kind of a play on words. And then Armstrong is where I was born and raised. So it's my stomping grounds.
Ah, and then you're Val. So are you the owner of this business?
Yeah, myself and my husband, Marvin. But he works his full-time job and then helps out from time to time in the summer at special events and things like that. But I also have people that work with me. So
okay. And how about maybe just a brief history of how Stompin' Grounds came to be?
I knew I wanted a coffee truck, and I found a trailer and a short bus not very far away from me. And I was able to go and look at it. And I just happened to tell my husband, I'm just going to go look. And then I just drove it home. So, yeah, I found it. It was actually not even the trailer I have now, because business has been so great and I've done so well and it's taken off so quickly that I'm now even in a bigger trailer so that I can offer more products. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you might be ready for a few thousand people to at least see your vehicle.
Yes. Yeah. I'm kind of excited. It seems like there's always more that you want to do,
Yeah.
My husband and I would love to do some fun things with our bus, but we literally just bought it. It just showed up in my memories yesterday that I was going to look at it a year ago yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so if you're...
like I said, I'm not even in the same trailer anymore. So that's kind of wild to think about it now.
And if you're mobile, do you plan to be in Armstrong when RAGBRAI comes through?
I am, actually. I will be right on Main Street, right across from the park, next to the pool, kind of in the middle of all the action. So
okay. And then the very important question, plans for the day RAGBRAI comes through as far as what you're going to offer?
All right. So my main thing, of course, is the coffees, the lattes, cold brews. I do all the flavors, all the things. I will have a little bit of a limited menu that day just because I won't have the time to do all the extra foo-foo fancy. But I want to be able to still offer the lattes. And then my next big seller is always Lotus. So the Lotus energy drinks have been super popular in our area. And they're just flavored green tea. So it's natural green tea energy. And they've been really, really popular. So we do a lot of those. And smoothies are our big things. So we do that as far as drinks go. And then food is I kind of have a fan club for my caramel rolls. So they're pretty popular. And then I do cinnamon rolls as well as like sometimes I do like specialty cinnamon rolls, like chocolate covered strawberry, or I do a s'mores cinnamon roll. So we'll also have a couple of them during RAGBRAI as well. And then our big food item that we're going to do during RAGBRAI that I do from time to time, I pop in some meals, is going to be brisket and egg tacos. So I lived in Texas for a few years, and that was like, I don't know, I fell in love with brisket and egg tacos down there. So it's kind of like a steak and egg taco, and they're really good. So.
Yum. I lived in Texas for a while as well, and they were called breakfast tacos, and you could get them like at the coolest little stands in the middle of nowhere. So that's what I'm picturing in my head with yours.
Yes. That's kind of what I was like, I got it from time to time. I don't dabble in the food every time I go out, but I do offer breakfast or sometimes a lunch special from time to time. So for RAGBRAI, we're going to be doing our brisket and egg tacos for breakfast as well as our rolls. So, and then the other side thing that I have, because the kids love them too, is Pickle Pops.
Pickle Pops,
so
okay.
Yeah, they're like ices, like the long stick ices, but they're Pickle Pops. So I'll have those as well. The kids love that kind of stuff. So
well, and riders who have been riding a long time know that anything pickle related is really good for your body when you're in the heat and on a bicycle all day.
Yeah, I go through a lot of them in the summertime. We always keep them in the freezer. And then the other big thing, I don't know that we're the first breakfast stop. So I don't know how popular it will be, but it's a big item for us. We do the fresh squeezed lemonades. Then since we have all the flavors, we have about 18 different lemonade flavors to choose from as well. So yeah, so we'll have those as well. So
okay, so
we'll have a lot going on.
Not to put you on the spot, but do you have a current favorite beverage item from your menu that maybe riders should try?
Well, my go-to item is just an espresso or a cold brew. But I like the basic, and I think that was what's important about my truck. Like I found a really good basic to start with, and I built everything off of that. But if you really had to try like something, I'd go for a Lotus or a lemonade.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I want to try the Lotus for sure.
Yeah, I have some really popular mixes and flavors that go together really well, and they're super popular. People really love them. So.
Okay, so we're talking Stompin' Grounds in Armstrong, and if anybody wants to like kind of look you up ahead of time, do you have either a website or a Facebook page that you could share?
I do. I'm on Facebook again as Stompin' with no G on the end of that, Grounds. And I have been tagged on the RAGBRAI page on Facebook when our town did their thing too. So, and when I shared it as well. So, and I might be doing a little bit more of that in some of the RAGBRAI groups too, just to let people know what I've looked like and where I'm at now. So.
Okay. And tell me one more time, I'm pretty sure you said Main Street, but you're on the route the day of RAGBRAI when we come through.
Yep. I'll be like one of the first vendors, like first or second vendors, right when you get into Armstrong onto Main Street and head south down towards 15. But yeah, just right across from the park where a lot of the main events and stuff are happening as far as like picture taking, and a lot of the vendors will be in that area too.
And it sounds like it's going to be worth waiting in line for. And by, we're all of us riders are used to waiting in line. So hopefully you're ready for us because we're ready for you.
I am. I'm excited. Like I said, I hope everybody is patient with me because I like to put out a good product, but I'm really looking forward to serving as many as possible. So
great. Well, thank you, Val, for sharing your story. And we're looking forward to Stompin' Grounds.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Next up, we have Lori. Hi, Lori.
Hi.
Will you tell the listeners the name of your business and where you're located?
I have a little coffee shop, antique store. It's a combined thing in Titonka, Iowa. And it's called Rosebud Old Fashions.
Rosebud Old Fashions. Okay.
Yeah, there's a few reasons why. Yellow roses are in honor of my son. And then Bud is after my dad. That was one of his nicknames.
Okay.
So Rosebud, and then Old Fashions we added in just to give it a little bit more charm.
Sure.
Kind of.
and you said Tatanka. Do you know if you're going to be on the RAGBRAI route or near the route?
Yes, we'll be right on Main Street. And our address for that is going to be 224 Main Street North.
Mm.
But it's right on Main Street. We're burgundy and black and brown kind of colors on the front. I do have a big yellow bike that I sprayed yellow in front of the building. So if you want to take a quick picture with that, I suggest that.
Perfect. And I'm assuming that you're the owner?
Yes, I am. I bought
Okay.
it. It was the Titonka Community Center for our community, and they were selling the building. And I was able to purchase it in the late fall of 2017. But it took about a year to do the slow process of cleaning it, gutting it, and with help of family and, some local carpenters and people that helped me get it up and going.
And it's always nice to hear a success story that you survived the whole COVID pandemic era and you're still in business.
Well, it got a little scary. We got opened. It took about a year to get everything up and running. I want to say late 2018 before I really got it open.
Mm-hmm.
I just know we were open a few months. So it was off and on for that second year,
Sure.
a lot.
Sure.
And I did. Go ahead.
Nope, go ahead.
So we're open, my husband goes up there from 5:30. He starts the coffee at about 5:30. And that's when all the farmers, retired gentlemen start coming in. And he hosts them till about 7. And then I come in around 7 till 10-ish. And I do have a latte machine. I use caribou beans for mine. I've decided that was the best route to go. I use a medium blend.
Mm-hmm.
And I do cold coffees with that. I do hot coffees. I do, just some and hot chocolate from scratch. And that's real popular. And, just a few things like that, not overboard, but just enough that it gives our little community of 511, a little taste of the big city, you might want to say. It's kind of fun. It really is.
Sure. And so when we come through on RAGBRAI, it sounds like we'll be coming right in front of your shop. So are you
Correct.
going to do anything different as far as maybe a limited menu, or will you be inside your business or outside of your business? Have you figured out what you're going to do yet?
Yes, actually, what we're doing is I am part of the Titonka Community Club.
Oh.
And our Titonka Community Club is going to have a table set out front. And we're having fun with this. It's pickle pies and pickle shots. And we will work a lot on that Monday before. On Tuesday, we are the Tuesday go through. We're kind of the 1 to 3:30 shot, I believe.
Okay.
And we're going to try to do a little bit of appetite, just something for you. If you didn't get dessert in your last stop, we're going to have dessert for you up front.
And did you say pickle pie?
Pickles, pies, and pickle shots.
Shoot.
Sorry, did I run that together? Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, I was just wait a minute. I don't know if I could handle pickles and sweet pie in one pie. But okay, so pickles, pie, right?
Yes.
And then
and shots.
And what are the
juice
shots? Pickle juice shots?
Yes, we're going to do them we're making our own from kind of like scratch. We'll have them in little containers already ready to go. Same with the pies. We're going to do our best to try to do as many homemade from the shop. I'm licensed as a restaurant, but I don't do it that high. And so we'll do as many as we can or we have some really good companies that we can work with to get them for the front area. We also have some aprons that have a pickle on the front with a bike helmet on it. They're really fun. We're trying to make this fun. And we also have a big rubber pickle, don't laugh. And you can take a quick shot picture by him too. So we're going to make it fun for everybody. We're also going to make some of these little cups, and I can't think of the name of what it's called right now, but it's going to be like little cups that have slices of cheese and meats in them, and then some vegetable cups. So we'll just make a limited amount of those.
Sure.
And we're not really over advertising those, but we're going to make sure that we have something that for the healthy people. And we were really, really picky about our pickles. Let me tell you, that was quite the thing. So we wanted to make sure we got good quality, large pickles for anybody that's interested in that. And then I should say, we're dividing the shop up into 2 areas. On the south side of the building, there's a window. And that is going to be devoted to, we're going to try to raise money for a daycare. We've been working for a couple of years on building a daycare. We are so close. We're in the final stages. We've had somebody donate the land. We've got all the legal documents ready to go. We're just so close to getting into the grant part. And we want to raise a little extra money. We have an architect ready to go, but we need to get a little bit extra funds in there. So we're going to do just some beef burgers, chips, and water for those that skip through the Bancroft area is doing the main meal. But if they want a sandwich or if they want something like that, we'll have that on the side window. And we'll have beef burgers, chips, baked beans, and a bottle of water. Free will donation. And we'll have it marked so you can see up and get to the window. And then I will also I'm going to do cold coffees for that day. And I'll 3 different flavors. I'll have chocolate, vanilla, and I have a specialty that I do is a Snickers. It's awesome. It's one of my favorites that everybody likes. It's got a hazelnut base with a little of caramel and chocolate with it. And it's really, really good. And like I said, I use the caribou beans. We press them, we press our beans, and then we chill them down. And then so we go the extra mile, I think, in trying to get that. It's not a cheap cup of coffee you're going to get.
Right.
And stuff. So that'll be on the side. So if anybody wants to stop for that, that's one of my favorite things to make. And so we'll have that offered for anybody that wants to have just some little cappuccino or something on the side there. We'll try to help you out on that.
Well, and
then if they want,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, you'd be surprised. A lot of us will either nibble or snack or have full meals at almost every stop because, it's a long day of riding. So I think that your sandwich ideas and all of that is great to know. And you said there's going to be plenty of signings, so people will know that it's, a fundraiser for your daycare. Like that'll be very important. A lot of people will want to help you out with that.
Yeah, we're working on being a nonprofit. We just sent the paperwork in. And so that's one of the final stages that we have to get done with. And so we're just waiting back on that. And it just takes time. I've never seen anything so slow, but it takes so much time.
Yeah.
And I'm just really excited for this. And also one thing I didn't add is that in the morning, since we're going to be working at the shop anyway, from like 8 to 10-ish for those early riders, that I'll have some cinnamon rolls and I'll have some black coffee.
Okay.
And so that'll just be on the side window. And I'm sure I can have some cold coffee ready for anybody that wants one that early. But if they need a nice cup of black coffee and all the trimmings on that, or a cinnamon roll to get their day going.
All right.
That'll be available too.
And what's the name of that specialty iced coffee that you mentioned?
Snickers.
Okay, the Snickers one. I've got my thoughts on that one right now.
Yeah, and put a little whipped cream, and then you put a little sauce on top, a little caramel, and a little chocolate on top. And I do my whipped cream from a canister. I don't use the bought whipped cream.
Sure.
I make my own, and hopefully I can keep up with it. So we'll try. But I really do like it. It's been fun.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it. I should be retired, but I just have fun with it. And for our community, it's really I think it's a good thing. It's more of a social thing for a lot of the people. It gets them an opportunity. Some of the people don't get out that much, and it gives me joy and it gives me happiness to see them visiting with their friends.
Yeah.
You know, they come in and they have a black cup of coffee, or they have a fancy cup of coffee, and they just get an opportunity to visit for an hour. And
well, and if you enjoy it, it is part of retirement. You're enjoying yourself as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
And then go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, if people want to learn more about your coffee shop before they actually get there, do you have either a Facebook page or a website that people can check out?
Yes, I do. It's Rosebud Old Fashions. Exactly how it sounds.
Rosebud Old Fashions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Easy enough.
And we have a lot of other stuff in Tyke that'll be going on. I think the fire department will have their own beer garden. We do have a couple of bars that will have things. Our Titanca Food Center, it is a family-owned, small-town food center, and she's going to have multiple things. Our care center is also we have a community-owned care center, and they are going to be out in front of, right across the street from us. They'll be doing some fundraising too. And then we also do have a little brewery in Tyke. I know how you guys, I believe we met there.
Yeah.
And they have a little brewery in town that I think a lot of people would enjoy stopping by too. So we do have some fun things as they're going through town, and I hope they find time to stop at a few of them. I know in our south lot, there's a small lot that's just south of our building. We'll have a nice big tent out for people to cool down, and some picnic tables if they want to sit there and just take some time, to relax and visit. I know I can't imagine riding that far. I hope it's a good day. I really do. That's a long day, isn't it?
Well, I mean, every day when you're on RAGBRAI, I mean, people actually take vacation to ride their bikes across Iowa. So every mile is enjoyed. Maybe not every single mile, but most of those miles are enjoyed, no matter how long it is. And I think that everyone listening to this will be, put in their back of their head that Tatanka is definitely a place that you've got to spend some time in.
Thank you. And I think if we were looking at this correctly, this is our 7th time that they have been through Tyke.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
And I think the first one was 1977.
Oh my gosh. That was a long, long time ago.
Yeah. Somebody came up with that and they posted it. They were going through all the records, and I was like, they gave all the years, and I was like, I didn't even remember that.
Wow. Wow. Well, Lori, we are definitely looking forward to coming to Titanca. And what's the slang name that you said? Tyke?
Tyke.
Okay.
Yeah. It means buffalo. That's why they're stampeding through Titanca.
Ah.
And so if anybody ever remembers watching Dances with Wolves, I think it's called. And that's our name. It's it means buffalo.
Okay. So that's kind of like a secret people might not know. So when they come to Titanca, if you say Tyke, you might be confused as if you're a local.
Yeah. And also I should point this out, before they get right into town, they'll be driving. There's about a half a mile. It'll be on the south side of the road. I wish I was good at remembering my numbers on roads, but right before they're getting into Tyke, there's a bridge. It's a T intersection, right? Mm-hmm. It's about a half a mile west of Tyke. Up on a hill, there is a rainbow bridge and a couple of signs that are really cool. I hope that people notice that. It's pretty interesting. I just wish I had more information. They just said it off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But it's really, really neat. One of our ladies, Joy Boykin from Titanca here, that was one of the things she was working on before she passed many years ago, but she got that done by one of our local artists. And it's really cool. Okay. It really is.
So everyone,
it's worth looking at.
Yeah, I was going to say, everyone remember on your way into town to kind of keep your eye out for some cool things to look at. So,
yeah.
Well, cool, Lori. Thank you so much for taking the time, and we will see you in a matter of days.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Thank you for the time. And this is my first one and probably my last, but thank you. And thank you for taking the time to do this. It means a lot.
You bet. Thank you. Now we are in Forest City, and joining us on the podcast is the owner of Cabin Coffee. Welcome to the podcast, Christy.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
You bet. It's awesome to know a little bit more about your coffee shop and where riders can go, what they can expect. And so we're thankful to have you on this episode.
Yeah, Cabin Coffee has been in the Forest City community since 2008. I was fortunate enough to be part of the 2014 RAGBRAI when they came through.
Oh, cool.
So I'm excited to have the opportunity again. My husband has never experienced the fun of RAGBRAI. And so I keep trying to prep him and prepping the store and our manager and everybody to be like, okay, this is what it's going to kind of be like, you know? So just giving them that whirlwind. We are located on 206 Highway 69. We're kind of across the street from NSB Bank, and we're down the road from Hy-Vee, the grocery store. And we are excited. We have modified our hours a little bit.
Oh, good.
We're going to be open the day that you come in. We will be open until 8 p.m. And then we're going to reopen on the 23rd at 4:30 a.m.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's good for, there's a lot of people that will be early risers and want to get up and going. So why not grab a cup of coffee on their way out?
Absolutely. So we actually have a cater for one of the charters. And so we're like, we're going to be there. So let's just be open so that people have that opportunity to get a bite to eat, grab a cup of coffee, charge a phone, possibly anything they need to do before they hit the road.
Yeah.
And we'll be open we'll be 4:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. the day that RAGBRAI rolls out.
Okay, cool. And give us some highlights of products, coffees, drinks that you offer maybe on a regular basis.
Certainly. So we do all of our roasting in-house. So everything you drink is fresh. We have our traditional just drips. We have cold press. We have chais. We have smoothies. We have signature drinks that feature our white coffee, which is a highly caffeinated coffee. Anything as simple as hot chocolates and that type of thing as well. So if you've been to a coffee shop, we probably can make it for you if you have a favorite somewhere else. We'll also be featuring on the 22nd, we'll be featuring our full menu, which is breakfast and lunch. And then on the 23rd, we'll be featuring our our breakfast only. We have fresh baked bagels, scones, coffee cakes, cinnamon rolls. We're going to do egg bowls, burritos. Those are always on our menu, but we're really just kind of featuring them. We also offer gluten-free, and there's not many options in the way of gluten-free. And so we want to always stress that everything can be made to order, and it's gluten-free bagels, gluten-free breads, that type of food. My college daughter is home and she wants to do a little grab and go outside. So we're going to do that as well. So you'll find things like fresh fruit and granola bars and maybe just the quick things if you don't want to stand in the full line at Cabin Coffee.
And then for those who, we already know that they probably like coffee and caffeine if they're coming to your shop. But how about for people who are focused on getting protein in their drinks? Do you offer that?
We have plenty of protein in our food items.
Sure.
You know, our bowls and our burritos and that type of thing. But we don't offer a protein smoothie or anything like that.
So if they're grabbing breakfast, they can get, the egg bowl or all kinds of different things that are available.
Absolutely.
That way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You could take a look online too, cabincoffeecompany.com. Our full menu's on there. Obviously, we won't do the extreme full menu for RAGBRAI, but it'll give you a kind of a snap of what we do. We have, and we will have plenty of signs around town, just giving our location and our address. We have a sister store, which is Sweet Emmy Lou's. That's our ice cream shop that we also own in our community. And you'll see the two businesses showcased together on our signs that we'll have around town with our addresses.
And tell us where the coffee shop, tell us where the ice cream shop is.
Yeah, ice cream shop is at 105 North Clark, and that is kind of kitty corner from where the main expo area will be the night of the 22nd, and we're going to be open till midnight there. So
okay,
come find us.
This is a bonus for this episode, so tell us what you offer at the ice cream shop.
Certainly. So we actually feature a few coffee items there as well. We have a coffee float, and we also have Red Bull smoothies there. And that's one thing I didn't mention at the Cabin Coffee either, is that we do have a full line of Red Bull drinks too. So something fun for that. But At Sweet Emmy Lou's, we offer chocolate shop ice cream, which some people are familiar with, some people are not. But we have 24 rotating flavors. We have malts. We have some signature items. We have just wonderful, wonderful things. We've been in business there for 3 years. We kind of opened it as a hobby. My husband's a retired police officer, and we knew our community needed it, so we opened another business. So, yeah,
Wow.
come find us. I think you'll really enjoy both places.
All right. And then I'm going to ask this question. You don't have to answer as if it's like your firstborn, but do you have a favorite beverage that you have on your menu right now?
Yes. Well, I shouldn't say right now, but I'm kind of a purist. I like iced Americanos.
Okay.
Simple, but great flavor. I usually have to do a triple shot. I also am a huge fan of our white coffee, which is that highly caffeinated
I was going to say
coffee I talked about.
that's the super high caffeinated one, right?
Yeah. So it's more nutty flavor than coffee flavor. So it's featured in our tumbleweed. It's also featured in our lavender buzz. If you want something different, try that. I mean, you can get coffee everywhere. I shouldn't say that. No, you can't. You can only get it at Cabin Coffee in Forest City, Iowa.
Perfect. Well said. Well said.
Yeah, but those iced Americano or something in the white family for me, definitely.
Okay. And then, of course, if you're getting ready to take off in the morning with your biking buddies and you don't like coffee, still go there because you have your Red Bull
Absolutely.
drinks. You have, you could probably do tea. You could do the hot chocolate. There's so many
Yes.
other choices.
Yeah, and we just have a quaint, cute little cowboy themed coffee shop. We are part of a franchise, and so you get a good, solid everything when you come. It's like going to other franchises where you're always going to get what it's supposed to taste like. So
Yeah.
you'll be glad you did. Definitely so.
And if I remember right, when we came through in February, when it was very, very cold, do you have a saddle in your restaurant?
Yeah, we do. We have two. We have two.
So it was me and Ann and AP, and we had lunch. We looked at the saddle the whole time while we're eating, and we're like, before we leave, we're going to sit on the saddle and get some photographs. And sure enough, as soon as we were getting ready to leave, no, some other people came and sat there. And so we didn't want to disrupt their lunch. So it's on my list when we come back through.
Absolutely. I think that we need to either put those in the parking lot or we need to get a couple more because I think it's great photo op. And
for sure. Yeah.
My husband always jokes. He's like, if you're going to sit on the saddle, you have to name your horse.
Okay.
And I was like, okay.
Okay.
But a lot of people do. A lot of people take pictures there. It's right by our Cabin Coffee logoed sign. So it's kind of just a neat little signature
it's perfect.
thing.
It's on my my list of things I need to do during RAGBRAI, which my list is very long. So I'm not guaranteeing it, but I'm going to sure try and be there. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good.
Well,
good,
thank
good.
you so much for coming on the podcast and sharing not one, but two businesses that we should be stopping at.
Thank you. And I'm very excited for RAGBRAI to come through our community. And I think you guys will really enjoy our small little town. We've put a lot of, I shouldn't say we, but the committee has put a lot of work into it. And I think you'll enjoy what we have for you.
All right. Well, thank you, Christy.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, we have Miranda from The Daily Grind. Hey, Miranda.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for taking the time to be on the podcast and tell RAGBRAI listeners a little bit about your coffee shop.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Yep, my name is Miranda Dodd, and I am the manager of our coffee shop.
And tell us the name of your coffee shop and where you are located.
So we are The Daily Grind, and our business is located downtown where all of the vendor and concert action is taking place. Was exciting for us to find out which roads are being blocked off because our building sits right on the corner of West K and North 6th Street. So it's kind of venture out to the northwest side of where the roads are blocked off.
Mm-hmm. And in what community?
It's right downtown in Forest City.
Forest City. Okay, great.
Yeah.
And as riders are coming through, will they see you before they hit all the stuff or after?
It would probably be after. So they have a kind of a setup downtown where they're blocking off all the food trucks and all the sorts of vendors, and the concert will happen down here. And I'm assuming you guys will have a map, but yeah, we're in that northwest corner of the map.
Okay. And yes, maps are out. I'm sure people listening to this have already downloaded all of them, but yes, please do so. So you can find cool places like this, the Daily Grind.
Yeah.
And how about a brief history of your business?
Yeah, so we're fairly new to Forest City, actually. We opened our doors back in November, but we do have a sister store in Garner called Java 18. Garner's just about 15 minutes from Forest City, and they've been open for 7 years.
Okay. And tell us about some of the things that you offer, like on your menu.
On the menu for that day or in general?
Why don't you tell us for that day what will be unique or, more simple than your regular menu?
Yeah, so we're offering ice cold drinks for riders. That'll include like lemonade, iced tea, cold brew. We will have a caramel or vanilla iced latte, bottled water, and we are going to have our unique Laura's lemonade. So Laura is the owner of the Daily Grind, and her favorite drink is a twist on lemonade. It's mixed with citrus green tea, iced tea, and lavender.
Ooh, so you'll have that available.
Yeah, so it's for sure a really refreshing drink for summer, and yeah, if you like lavender, definitely try, or just in general, definitely try it out.
And tell us the name again so people can ask for it.
Yeah, it's called Laura's Lemonade.
Okay, Laura's Lemonade. I might have to write that down.
Yep, and then we're also offering 3 cold meat sandwich options, and that includes kettle chips with that. We'll have a turkey and cheddar croissant, a ham and Swiss croissant, and a turkey and cheddar on wheat bread.
And, if I come into your shop and ask you personally what your favorite item or beverage is, do you have one?
With the beverages we're offering, like I said, if you like lavender, do not pass up the chance to try Laura's Lemonade.
Yeah.
But if you're like me and need caffeine all day long, I'm absolutely getting myself an iced caramel latte.
Okay. And you have something unique happening at your coffee shop the day that we come through. Do you want to talk about Jack?
Yeah, so also super excited. A good friend of mine, Jack Zimmerman, is joining us baristas for the day. So Jack was deployed in 2010 with the 101st Airborne Division. During his 9-month tour of combat, Jack, unfortunately, he stepped on an IED on foot patrol and suffered some pretty catastrophic injuries. He was not expected to survive. He lost both legs and his mobility. But after 20 surgeries and 2 years of recovery, Jack made it home.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just got a really touching story. And, after facing all those challenges, he just found a passion for speaking and inspiring others. He wrote 2 incredible books. I've read them both, have them both signed. And they'll be available with him. He's going to have a booth set up. They'll be available to purchase with him. But yeah, I know he's really looking forward to chatting with all the RAGBRAI riders,
sure.
About his experiences and his perspective on life. I mean, he's a motivational speaker, travels, the world now speaking. So yeah.
So if you see Jack when you get to the Daily Grind in Forest City, he is there for riders to kind of chat with and just, I don't know, whatever he wants to share or whatever riders want to share, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And he's a great guy, great talker. I mean, he'll chat, he'll tell you his stories and everything. But I better take the chance and plug him on here. So if you want to check out Jack Zimmerman, mn.com, that's his website.
Okay, and we will add that to our show notes in case people don't have the opportunity to write it down right now.
Yeah.
Okay, and then will your coffee shop, will most of the things be outside or actually inside your business?
Yeah, so with that, we'll have 2 canopies where our baristas will be set up outside to sell drinks and sandwiches. But we have a big parking lot, so we'll have quite a few tables for riders to take a seat and chat. The inside will be closed to the public, but However, our drive-through will be open where you can line up and order off the full menu. You know, it may take a little bit longer, but I know there's some people out there who, you know, we have smoothies, frappes, dirty sodas, a wide variety of, you know, espresso drinks, just to name a few. But yeah, our drive-through line and outdoor setup will be open at noon with plans to shut down around 7 p.m. or sell out.
Okay. And obviously, when you say drive-through, you know, most of us will be on foot or on bike. Do you still accept
Okay. Our drive-through will be closed. If you want to ride, bike, walk, there'll just be a line. So, and then we'll have lots of signs pointing at that, you know, for the full menu here. Lots of, you know, stakes in the ground with our menu printed out so that you can kind of know what you're wanting before you get to the window. But we'll have quite a few baristas in there where it still should be pretty fast.
Okay, excellent. And if people want to maybe check things out before they actually get to your community, do you have a website or a Facebook page you want to share?
Yeah, absolutely. Check us out. We are on Facebook at The Daily Grind CL, and then our website is thedailygrindcl.com.
All right, pretty easy. Anything else that you want to share that I missed?
No, I mean, I think that's pretty well. Yeah, just go ahead. Like I said, that northwest side corner of, you know, where the streets are blocked off. Give us a chance. Come get some coffee. You know, you gotta have caffeine. Got to keep you going. And yeah, definitely come see Jack because he has some incredible books and he's just the type of guy you want to meet once.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Miranda, for coming onto the podcast, and we're looking forward to stopping in at the Daily Grind.
Yes, thank you.
All right, listeners, we're pretty close to midweek during RAGBRAI, and so I'm sure you're all still thirsty for more coffee shops, and you're in luck because we have arrived at another coffee shop interview. Tell us your name and where your coffee shop is located.
I am Katrina Bissell. Most people call me Kat, and I am the owner of the Coffee Attic and bookseller in Iowa Falls, Iowa, along with my husband, Pat.
All right. And you're in a unique position because you will get to see us the day we roll in, but there's a good chance you may see us the next morning as we roll out.
Well, I hope I do.
Well, give us like a little bit about your business. I'm assuming you're the owner. You and your husband are owners. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. How about a brief history of how Coffee Attic came to be?
Okay. The Coffee Attic started in 2001 as a kiosk in a bookstore. Yeah, it was about a block, maybe half a block away from where it is now. And by 2005, it had really outgrown that spot. Mm-hmm. So after an extensive remodel of where we are now, that building became its new home. Mm. And this is all before I joined. I joined in 2006. And I learned the trade for many years, and I became their succession plan. Mm. And in 2016, my husband and I became the owners.
Oh, excellent. And you have to explain a little bit about what your coffee shop's all about because it's multiple levels, and I feel like each level is so unique.
Well, thank you. It is multiple levels. You come in on the main level, and that is where we serve our beverages and sandwiches and pastries and stuff like that. And then we have an attic where the attic is a kind of a family style furnishings. Mm-hmm. And down in our cellar, we feature long tables for meetings or small conversation areas. And all of that is surrounded by gently used books that are for sale. Mm-hmm. Our shop also on the main level proudly showcases local artists that hang on our wall for about 3 months at a time, and then handcrafted goods from very talented artists all around our area.
And where are you located as far as within your city, but also more importantly for listeners who are tuning into this podcast, where you are as far as the route?
As far as the route, we are right downtown where the entertainment's going to be, and we're kind of right between the entertainment where the bands are and the beer garden. Our address is 604 Washington Avenue.
So you're basically located right on the main road that comes into town, right?
We are on Washington Avenue, right downtown.
Okay. And we want to know a little bit about your RAGBRAI plans, but before we do that, will you just tell listeners on a normal day, what kinds of things do you offer?
We offer a wide variety of hot, iced, and frozen coffee and non-coffee beverages. A lot of homemade pastries, and we do a breakfast and lunch panini selection.
Ooh. Okay, so I'm putting you on the spot here, but do you have a current favorite beverage or menu item? It probably changes all the time, but
not too much. I'm kind of an iced Americano girl, but if I'm going to treat myself, I'm going to have a frozen coffee addict and probably with hot shots.
What's a frozen coffee addict?
That is our signature drink. It's white chocolate and caramel, and it's blended like a malt with coffee in it. And I like to use the hot shots from our espresso machine.
Wow. Okay. And then when RAGBRAI comes through, will you be changing your menu up, maybe condensing, or will you still be full menu? Come at it.
I think we're going to try to do full menu until we run out of things. We're probably going to do mostly iced and frozen beverages.
And then how about, will you be inside your business or out front of your business, or how will that work?
We will have all hands on deck to serve you delicious beverages and tasty treats while you relax and cool off in our home-like atmosphere. And out front, we plan to provide riders with some shade and share our oversized games for all ages to enjoy.
Ooh, oversized games, huh?
I think we've got some Jenga and some bags and Connect Four and a couple other things. So.
Okay, cool. And if there's people out there, they may or may not like coffee, but do you have anything that includes protein?
We do have a protein that we can add to our frozen drinks that is really delicious.
Okay. And then the biggest thing people are going to want to know, because they're already writing down that they're going to come visit you, is if you're going to extend your hours, or what will your hours be both on Wednesday and Thursday morning?
Our normal hours are 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And I think that we're going to keep those for RAGBRAI days.
Okay. So if people are getting out of their tents and they are feeling the need for some caffeine, they can cruise by down Washington Street or Avenue?
Avenue.
Okay.
And we'll be there by 6 a.m.
Okay. Awesome. And if people want to take a look at your Facebook page or your website before they get there, can you share with us some of your contact info?
On Facebook, we are the Coffee Addict featuring the bookseller. On Instagram, we are the Coffee Addict. And our website is coffeeaddict.net, where you can read a little bit more about our story.
Okay, good. And I will say firsthand, I have spent time on all three levels of your business, and my favorite is probably the attic, but your main level is amazing. The ground floor is amazing if you have a big group with you, so plenty of space for riders to enjoy.
Thank you.
All right, thanks Katrina for being on the show, and we can't wait to visit your coffee shop.
We look forward to keeping you caffeinated.
Our next coffee shop is here on the podcast. Hello, Megan.
Good morning.
And how are you today?
It's a great sunny day in Iowa. We're getting all warmed up for RAGBRAI.
Excellent. And you have a guest with you, right?
I do. My daughter, Malia, is joining us today.
Okay.
Hey, guys.
Megan and Malia. And tell the listeners the name of your coffee shop and where you're located.
We are Cherish Life Coffee Shop in Ackley, Iowa.
And will you be on or near the route as riders come through Ackley?
We are right on the route. They go right by our storefront, right down Main Street.
And when we were on the inspection ride, we spent a lot of time in your business, and I absolutely loved it. Can you give the listeners maybe a brief history of how your business came to be?
Certainly. We opened 4 years ago now, 3 days before RAGBRAI went through town.
That was when you opened?
That's when we opened. 3 days before RAGBRAI. And we had totally demoed our building and redone it in 6 months, and just so we could be open before RAGBRAI. And it was a positive opportunity, really, that came out of COVID. we became acutely aware of the need for the community to have a place to meet together.
Mm-hmm.
My husband and I were both raised on family farms, and coffee was kind of what happened mid-morning around the kitchen table, and where you shared the latest family news and, discussed farm markets, all while drinking black coffee and eating cinnamon rolls.
Okay,
And
yeah.
so we opened Cherish Life Coffee Shop and our tagline is sit, sip, and savor your community.
Mm.
So in 2021, the time was ripe for the ACAI community to want to gather again in person. And so we opened Cherish Life. And our mission at Cherish Life is to love God and love others as we serve our community.
Mm-hmm.
And so we cherish life. But cherish is spelled CHAIR. And that's because I've collected chairs for 35 years, just kind of a side hobby. And so it's kind of a natural thing to use this collection in the shop because there's always more room around the table for a chair.
Oh, that's awesome. And it's a fairly big coffee shop. I mean, there's a lot of space in there for your chair collection.
Yes, there is. I think we have 10 tables. So yes, there's lots of room.
Wow. Okay. And tell us what types of things that you offer in addition to black coffee.
All right. I'm going to have Malia. Malia is the manager here at the coffee shop, and she's going to share some of that information.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Well, besides a full range of espresso drinks, we also have tea, smoothies, energy drink infusions. We serve breakfast and lunch all day and a rotating selection of baked goods made from scratch daily. And we also host a curated space. That's part of why it's so big. A space for local artisans to sell products like candles, jewelry, vintage decor, and woodworking.
So you're kind of a one-stop shop for people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot, both of you, and you can't say the same. Well, you could say the same thing. You can say whatever you want. But do you have a current favorite beverage or item on your menu?
When I first started working here, actually 6 months after they opened, so I skipped all of the chaos on purpose. No, I tried every drink for a long time. I went through, I think, every flavor, every iteration, and now at this point, my favorite drink is just a drip coffee with half and half, and then a bacon bagel.
Okay.
Just to share a little bit about Malia, when we opened this shop, we had got 7 children, and Malia was our second, and she was working as a sous chef in California in Carmel.
Oh wow!
And we opened a shop and begged her to come home. And so she did. So she was a great addition, even though she came a little, on late.
Yeah.
She skipped the hard part. Sorry.
Go ahead. Your favorite.
My favorite drink is an Americano. And I don't know if that comes from my roots of drinking black coffee with my parents around the kitchen table. But I love an Americano, and I just love our beans. We have them roasted locally, and I just think they taste great.
Okay, so as riders come through ACAI, you guys know this for sure, that true coffee drinkers, it doesn't really matter what time of day it is. So as riders come into ACAI, they will see your shop. It's right on the route. It's right on the main street, like you said. Tell us what we can expect as RAGBRAI riders, if you'll be outside your shop or inside your shop, and if you'll have a smaller menu, the same menu, drinks, kind of tell us what we can expect.
Yeah, so the main seating area will actually be closed and will be set up outside. We're working with a smaller menu. We'll just have a couple different options for drip coffee. We'll have cold brew, and then a blackberry tea lemonade, a couple different breakfast options. We're going to have a breakfast burrito and an egg bake vegetarian option. And then we'll have a couple different flavors of scones and protein bites, almond croissants, just a couple small things like that. But yeah, definitely a decreased menu just for speed and ease and something you can eat on the go.
Oh, that's very smart. So obviously you learned a little something from your first time when RAGBRAI came through.
We did. I think one of the most surprising things, and of course you never know if it's going to happen the same way again, But one of the most surprising things for us last time it was very hot the day they went through. And so people started arriving about 5 o'clock in the morning and were through very quickly. But the most surprising thing was how much hot coffee we went through. People were digging the hot coffee, and so that was a surprising thing. So we're going to be more ready for that.
Okay. I guess, yeah, it doesn't matter if you need your coffee fix, it doesn't matter the temperature outside, right?
Right.
So if people want to check out more about Cherish Life, do you have a website or a Facebook page that you want to tell everyone?
Our Facebook is Cherish Life Coffee Shop, and that is CHAIR. And we also have a website under the same name if you would like to order online, preferably not the day RAGBRAI goes through. You won't have a lot of luck that day.
And at that point, we'll all be used to waiting in lines, but we appreciate that you are kind of condensing your menu and making things quick and easy.
Right. Yes. Now, for those that are maybe not as fast and are coming through town a little bit later, the shop will open back up, and we will serve from the shop. And so, for those that are, what do they call them? Chasers.
Okay. I was going to say back of the packers.
Well, yeah. Or those people that are, support staff.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Support staff. We had quite a few support staff coming through later in the day. And so we are open till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So.
Okay. Sounds great.
Opened back up. And if anybody that is, yeah.
And it sounds like you're opening up early. So regardless of how early everyone gets up, you will be open when we arrive.
Yes. I believe that last time we opened around 5.
Okay. Sounds great. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for being on the podcast. And it sounds like you're ready for us to come through.
Well, thank you so much for including us, and we look forward to seeing you.
All right. Next up, we have Mary. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
I'm good. Will you tell the listeners the full name of your business and the location?
Yes, the name of my business is called the Peppercorn Pantry, and we are located at 911 Harriet Street, which also happens to be Highway 57, so we're right on the route. And it's in downtown Appleton, which is only a block long, and I'm on the south side.
Wow. So riders are going to be able to find your business. Piece of cake.
It should be a really big piece of cake. I actually have 3 buildings. And one says coffee shop, one says tea room, and one says gift shop. And I also have wonderful gardens outside, too. So if anybody needs a little break, they can sit in the shade and just maybe plug in their iPhones or whatever they need. So that's an opportunity for anybody.
Great. And I'm assuming that you're the owner?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Can you give us a brief history of the Peppercorn Pantry?
Yes, I can. The Peppercorn Pantry started in 1994 with a lady called Molly Shipper, named Molly Shipper. And I actually worked for her. And then I think like 7 years, then a group of 3 ladies bought it from the Cedar Falls, Hudson area. And I also worked for them. But then 18 and a half years ago, I bought it. So I've owned it for that long.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
Well, give us a highlight, especially since you have 3 different building fronts. So that sounds like, and spoiler alert, I've actually been in your business, so I already know what it looks like inside. But can you kind of describe to listeners what the 3 different areas are?
Yeah, well, first is a gift shop, and it's not very big, but it's got just an eclectic mix of decor, jewelry, purses, some ware, kitchen, rugs, just candles, just an eclectic mix of a lot of stuff. It's not all home decor. You know, like I said, there's some jewelry. And then the middle building is the tea room, and that's where we serve lunch from, brunch from 9 to 11, lunch from 11 to 2, and certain coffee from 2 to 5. And we're open Tuesday through Saturday. And then the coffee shop I actually bought 7 years ago. So that's a little newer. And the main reason I bought the building was to extend my kitchen because we also cater weddings. But then in the front of the building, we put a coffee shop.
And that's what the riders are, the whole reason for this episode is the coffee shops of RAGBRAI. So
That's right.
I'm sure everyone's wondering, what are you going to have planned for us the day we come through?
We have wonderful selection of smoothies, and then of course cold coffee or hot coffees with lots of variety of syrups. Some of the varieties of smoothies are strawberry, pineapple, banana, blueberry, boysenberry, blackberry, and mango, and lemonade. So they were pretty popular. I think you guys were through 4 or 5 years ago.
And then in addition to drinks, will you also have food options or maybe a limited menu?
We are going to have a limited menu. It seems like our chicken salad and our crab salad croissants are a hit because I've been told by other bikers that by Thursday they are tired of pulled pork. So I know we're not an official stop, so we'll just have something if somebody is wanting something to eat. So we'll just have those 2 options.
Not to put you on the spot, but do you have a current favorite beverage or item on your menu?
Actually, I do. I really like the mango smoothie.
And when you're preparing smoothies, can riders have the option to throw some protein in there?
Yes, they can.
Ah, that's easy enough. Okay, so then how about hours that you will be open?
We will be available. I will be open from 7 or even sooner. But the coffee shop usually opens at 7, so we will be ready to rock and roll because I know there's bikers coming through all times. And then so we'll be here from 7 to 1 o'clock.
Okay. And then if people want to get a head start and check out either your website or your Facebook page, can you share that?
Yep, you sure can. Obviously, the Facebook page is just Peppercorn Pantry. The website is peppercornpantry.com. And, I think that's it.
And one more time, the location. So if riders are coming into town, tell us where it is.
They are going to be coming from ACAI, so they're coming from the west, headed east. And so we are, like I said, downtown Applington is only a block long. There's going to be lots of other vendors right here. I am on the south side. And like I said, I'm 3 buildings, so I take most of the south side. So I've got a green front building, a tan front building, and a red front building. And then there's a garden also. So.
And when I was in there, I mean, there's plenty of space for riders to kind of, sit down for a second. Will you have anything outside of your building, or will everything be in?
Everything will be in because I just want to give everybody an opportunity to cool down. We'll have air conditioning. I do have 3 bathrooms. And so people really, in the past, they've really appreciated the opportunity just to sit for just a few minutes. So we have probably seating for 60. So it should be just fine.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, Mary. We're looking forward to visiting you at Peppercorn Pantry in Applington.
Well, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it.
We have Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
How many cups of coffee have you had already today?
I actually have not had any yet today. Oh my shocking.
Gosh. That is okay. Well, I'm sure that it's on your horizon. So will you tell the listeners where you're located and the name of your business?
Yeah. So I own Sarah's Espresso Cafe. It's located on 419 Main Street in downtown Cedar Falls.
Okay. And Cedar Falls, of course, is going to be an overnight town, which means riders may get to experience your shop twice, the day we ride in and then the morning we ride out. So excited about that. You said you're on Main Street?
Yes.
So are you going to be located near or on the route?
We are right on the route. So I believe they come in on Washington Street. So it's just right around the corner from where Washington Street is.
Oh, great. Okay. And then are you the owner?
I am the owner.
Okay. So tell us how, like a tiny bit of history on how you decided to have your own coffee shop.
Yeah. I struggled for a long time to try to figure out what my passion was and what I really wanted to do with my life. And so my husband asked me what my favorite job out of anything that I did, if it was high school, college, what it was. And I worked at a coffee shop in college. And so we found the business or the building at 419, and we have a local coffee roaster out of Marion, Iowa. And things just kind of went in motion. There was a coffee brewer actually at that location. So we opened up in December of 2020. And this year will be our 5th year anniversary.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. And what kinds of things do you offer on your menu?
So my favorite part of owning the business is we do a featured drink menu that's updated monthly. We also have brewed coffee. We have cold brew. That featured drink has specialty lattes. We can also do basic lattes. We have iced teas, hot teas. We're very famous for our energy brews, which is a monster-based energy drink that we add our flavor syrups to. And then we do also have light breakfast and lunch menu items that are available all day. So like breakfast sandwiches, avocado sandwiches, and flatbreads.
And are you going to have your full menu or a limited menu when we come through?
We are going to do a full menu, so I'm super excited about that.
Okay, so we got to be able to have our afternoon caffeine beverage and then come back in the morning, right?
Yes.
How about your hours while we're in your area?
So we are going to extend a little bit. So normally we close at 5 o'clock during the week, but on Thursday when the riders are coming through, we're going to stay open until 6 p.m. And then on Friday morning, we're going to open up at 5:30 to see if we can catch some of those riders going out of town if they need an early breakfast or caffeine before they hit the road.
Mm-hmm. Will you have a stand outside of your business, or will people be coming into it?
We will only be inside.
Okay.
We won't have anything outside.
Okay. And then do you have is it pretty easy to find as far as signage on the outside of your building?
Yes. So we do have a sign on the building. We also have a sign on our windows. We have a sandwich board that's outside as well. So we should be pretty easy to find.
Okay. And I'm going to put you on the spot, but do you have a current favorite beverage or item on your menu?
So this is always a hard question for me because, like I said, I love doing the featured drink menu every month. So my drink switches up every month. But right now we have a toasted marshmallow flavor for our seasonal flavorings. And we have a marshmallow cream, which is toasted marshmallow, white mocha, and brown sugar. And it's really good with marshmallow cold foam on top. So I would say that is definitely my favorite right now.
Wow. And what's the name of it?
It's Marshmallow Cream is the name of that.
Oh my gosh. That sounds really good. And then
it's my favorite.
How about give us an example of a good energy drink, maybe a popular one, especially for people who, like me, who need a little extra boost.
So I like anything with blackberry in it. So GoGo juice is one of my favorites. It's got blackberry, lime, raspberry, and strawberry flavoring in it.
Wow. And then do any of your drinks come or have an option to put protein in?
Yes, actually we do. We are going to roll that out soon. We just carried on protein milk, and we have a vanilla and a chocolate option that can be added to a latte.
Okay, so we'll keep that in mind as we, for people who like to get extra protein in their drinks.
Yes.
Okay, so if somebody wants to do a little research before they come to Cedar Falls, do you have a website or a Facebook page?
Yeah, so we actually have both. So our website is sarahsespressocafe.com, and that has an overview of our coffee shop, and it will highlight our staff. It will show our featured drink menu, and you can also place an order online with that. And then we're also on Instagram and Facebook with Sarah's Espresso Cafe.
Anything else you want to share that maybe I didn't hit on?
I'm just really excited. I've not ever been able to witness RAGBRAI at all. So now being a small business owner, getting to participate in it, I'm very excited for RAGBRAI this year.
Yeah, and I think a lot of riders really make an extra effort to try and get to local businesses just because, we swoop in and swoop out in a matter of 24 hours. So to be able to visit local businesses is kind of a big deal.
I love that. I love the community.
All right, Sarah, thank you so much for being on the podcast, and we'll see you very, very soon.
Thank you so much.
We've got another coffee shop owner on the pod. Hello, Dawn.
Hello. How are you doing today?
I am really good. I am actually caffeinated, so I think that this will be a nice, smooth interview, but we'll see, I guess.
I totally can understand where you're coming from.
Well, will you tell listeners the name of your coffee shop and where you're located?
Sure. Our name is Cup of Joe, and we are located in Cedar Falls, Iowa, at the corner of First Street and Main Street. So right downtown, where all the happenings for RAGBRAI is going to be.
Well, and I was just going to say, RAGBRAI is going to be coming right through downtown. So will you be very, very close to the route or even on the route?
We are on the route, so we are
perfect.
super excited. So,
okay.
Yes.
And since you're in the overnight town, riders will hopefully be able to experience your coffee shop the day they roll in, but then also the next morning. So I'm going to ask you that in a second. Will you tell us what role you play at the coffee shop?
Yes, I'm the owner and operator of Cup of Joe. So, yep.
And
so you can see me here daily.
Okay. So how about a brief history of your business?
So we've been in business since 1995. So we celebrate 30 years this year. So we're super excited. Our birthday is actually the day after RAGBRAI comes through on the 25th. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
So yeah. And we were the first espresso shop in town, coffee shop, espresso shop / coffee shop here in town.
Yeah.
So that's been exciting to see the city change and the downtown grow and, have more friends, in our fellow businesses downtown here.
Yeah. And I went to college at UNI. And so I spent a little bit of time in the downtown area. And I can tell you, I mean, you know it because you lived it, but from 1995 to 2025, that downtown has completely changed.
Yes. It's been so fun to watch the growth. It's been wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Well, tell us what you offer at your coffee shop.
Okay, so we specialize in organic and shade grown and fair trade, direct trade coffee. So all of our coffee is fabulous. We do iced coffee, hot coffee, lattes, everything, pretty much a full service menu. But in addition to the coffee, we also have iced tea, we have fresh squeezed lemonade, we have multiple other choices if you're not a coffee person, and I would not hold that against you if you're not. But then we also have our homemade pastries, both savory and sweet pastries that we make fresh up in our bakery that is located above Cup of Joe. So it's we bake up there and then bring down to our coffee shop daily.
Okay. And so the big question, do you have a current favorite either beverage or item that's on your menu?
Well, the number one latte ever since we opened is the Screaming Chicken latte.
Screaming Chicken. Okay, I need to know. I need to know more about what the Screaming Chicken is.
So I guarantee you it's vegetarian, but it's also made with caramel and like a light chocolate, and then we shake it. And like a good martini would be. So it's nice and chilled, and then whipped cream and caramel and chocolate on top. It's just oozing with goodness.
And no chickens were harmed in the making of that latte.
No. I endorse that.
Okay, so knowing that you have the chance knowing that riders have the chance to be in your coffee shop the day we come into town and then also the next morning. Tell us your plans for RAGBRAI, if you're going to have a limited menu or drink options, if you're going to be outside or in your shop, just so we can get a feel for it.
Yes, we're going to have offer our full service menu, of the coffees and teas and lemonades and such like that. In addition, we're going to have some non-alcoholic beers available to kind of replenish, for everybody using all those calories while they're biking ahead. We will have a stand out front. Another thing that we focus on too is all of our items, savory and sweet, are all vegetarian, vegan, or gluten-free friendly. So that is something that we're going to be providing to all the bikers too. So some healthy protein salads and, some alternatives in that area too. So,
and then how about your hours? Are you going to be opening early for the early risers or staying open late the night before?
Yeah, we'll be staying open late the night before. Between 9 and 10 is kind of when we're kind of thinking about, being for that. But we'll be open the next morning at 5 a.m., ready to go.
Okay.
So,
and for those riders who are maybe looking for something with protein, you mentioned a salad, but do any of your beverages, do you have protein options?
Yeah, we do. We actually one of our alternative milks is pea milk. And so pea milk is the only alternative milk that actually has protein in it. So that is something that can be added to like a smoothie, or you can add it to, have a latte made with it and such like that. So, and then we also have like refreshers and, energy kind of items too that get added to the different like our lemonade and teas and all that.
Wow. Okay. I love it. So Cup of Joe is the name of the business, and tell us again where it's located. Think about as riders are coming into Cedar Falls, where will they see you?
We are located just kitty corner from the Hampton Inn, which is right next to the river. So when you're coming right down, I believe they're coming down Main or First Street there after they come off of Franklin area. So we're going to be right there on the corner of First and Main. The Oster Region Theater's right across the street from us. So if you go to the river, you've gone too far. And I guess we're just right there. You'll see our sign on the corner, and we'll be so excited to see everybody.
So everyone can pop in, grab a drink, and then walk around with their beverage, get rehydrated and caffeinated, and away they go.
Yes.
Excellent. How about some contact information if you have a Facebook page or a website you want to share?
Sure. We have, it's Cup of Joe, Cedar Falls. And then you can contact us at 319-277-1596 or on Facebook also. You can message us on Facebook with any questions or any concerns or anything like that. That would be wonderful.
All right. Well, Dawn, thank you so much for being on the podcast, and we look forward to coming to your community and hopefully coming into your coffee shop.
Well, thank you for having me on this podcast. I really appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing all the RAGBRAI riders.
Okay, next up in the town of Fairbank, we have another coffee shop. Go ahead and tell us your name and where your coffee shop is located.
So my name is Tammy Priest, and the coffee shop is the Farmer's Kitchen, and we are in Fairbank.
And when the route, when all the riders come through, are you on the route, near the route? Is it pretty easy to find?
We are. We're right on Main Street. So Main Street will be blocked off. That's where all the events are taking place and the band and stuff. And we're right in the middle of all of that.
Okay. So if people are needing some caffeine or some coffee, whether it's, we'll find out if it's, you can offer hot or cold. You are right in the heart of everything.
Correct.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So before we get into some of the products that you have, I am going to assume you're either the owner or the manager?
I am the owner of the restaurant, yes.
Okay, the owner. And do you want to give us just a brief history of how you came to be the owner of this great coffee shop?
Yes. So the building that we are in has been around for 100 plus years, and it's been abandoned for the last 30 years. It used to be 60 years ago an old pharmacy, and it's got a really awesome balcony in it. It's been completely regutted. They got a grant to redo it, and so we've only been open for 2 months. It's absolutely beautiful inside, so I would encourage people to come inside and take a look. It is air conditioned, so this place is just gorgeous. We will be set up outside also, right beside the building.
I can't wait to see what it looks like inside.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Okay, so now we've got people thinking about coming to your coffee shop. What are you going to be offering when riders come through?
So I'm a very small as far as coffee shop goes. I'm more of a bakery, lunch, breakfast place.
Okay.
So I don't have a lot of variety of coffees to offer other than just plain coffee. But I have other drinks that I'll be offering and a lot of bakery items. And we are doing lunch also.
Okay. So give me an idea of, you said you have coffee, but then also some non-coffee drinks. Give us an idea of a couple of maybe your top sellers or your favorite.
So we'll have plain coffee. And other than that, we're going to just have iced tea, lemonade, pop.
Perfect.
Your general, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, perfect. And then how about some of the food items you're going to be selling?
So inside the restaurant, I will have bakery items. We've got donuts, scones, cinnamon rolls. And outside, we will also be selling cinnamon rolls. And then for lunch, we will be selling pork burgers, hot dogs, chips, and pie.
Okay. You had me several minutes ago, but now we're talking. You're going to have pie.
Yes, we will have pie.
And have you decided what hours you'll be open that day, or are you just going to kind of play it by ear?
Yeah, we'll be open all day.
Okay.
All day. Yep. I'll
Okay.
be here early in the morning till whenever at night. So.
Okay. And tell us again where you're located. Is it called Main Street?
Yeah, yep. It's 111 East Main Street, and we're right across from the bank, right on Main Street.
Okay. And then if people are curious and want to look, either at the inside of your building or find out a little bit more about the products that you sell, do you have a Facebook page or a website?
I have a Facebook page, and it's also on Google, and it's under The Farmer's Kitchen.
The Farmer's Kitchen. Okay, great. Anything else you want to share about your fabulous business?
I don't think so. I just look forward to everybody coming and having a great time and seeing this town and seeing this beautiful building.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Tammy, for taking the time, and we look forward to coming to Fairbank and your business.
Thank you.
Our next coffee shop is in Olwine, and so I say hello to Misty. Hi, Misty.
Hi.
Let's hear about your coffee shop. Will you tell us the full name and the location?
So it's Blackbird Coffee House, and I am located right downtown in Olwine on South Frederick Avenue.
And is that anywhere near or on the route that riders will be riding in?
So last I heard, they're still finalizing the exact route, but it is going to be right near all the festivities.
Oh, awesome.
They're going to block off downtown from traffic, and my shop is right downtown. So, yeah, it'll be near everything that's going on.
Okay. What role do you play at Blackbird Coffee House?
I am the owner.
Oh, cool. Well, then can you give us a brief history of how you came to be a coffee house owner?
So to make a very long story short, my husband and I moved here from California a few years ago, and they didn't have a coffee shop in town. And I just can't live without coffee. So a couple years later, I was like, you know what? I'm going to open one. So I did. And here we are.
You're like, even if it's just me drinking coffee, I'm opening it. But obviously
right? It's going to be a very expensive hobby.
And obviously you've been successful because you're still in business.
Yeah, we've been open for a little over a year. I have been closed recently for the last few months because my husband owns a business here in town as well. He owns Purple Thistle Tattoo. And we were both renting places downtown, but we just bought a building, and I'm actually sitting in it right now. We're finishing up the final touches of remodeling, and we're combining both of our businesses into one building. So yeah, so everybody will see the new building here on Thursday. I open up again.
Oh, wow. So by the time we come through, you'll have a couple weeks under your belt in the new space. So now the very, very important question. Tell us your plans for when all of us RAGBRAI riders come through.
I am so excited and so nervous at the same time. if I'm being completely honest, this is a huge, huge deal for Old Wine. And I just know the whole town is just so excited and grateful that RAGBRAI is coming through here. We're excited. I'm trying to figure out if I'm just going to have my menu just completely open, or if I'm just going to, make like a small menu for everybody to choose from. I don't know yet, but we'll see.
And tell us about some of the drinks that, well, at least that for sure you will have on the menu available for riders.
Obviously, we have coffee, lattes. We have our signature drinks here that, things that me and other employees have created, little recipes that we enjoy. And then on top of that, we have, I call them quenchers. Let's see, we have a few flavors for like summer quenchers that aren't coffee. And then we also have a line of vintage sodas and like vintage brand sodas, water, juice, we that are quick grab and go. Oh, we also have organic loose leaf tea. So we have quite a bit to offer. That's just the drinks. That's not even counting the food.
Sure. And do you personally, I know it probably changes quite often, but do you have a favorite current beverage?
So my current favorite is my black raspberry latte. That is my current favorite. I also created our signature drink, Misty's Caramelizer, and that one is probably my number one bestseller all the time.
And what's it called?
Misty's Caramelizer.
Ooh, okay. And what's in it?
Salted caramel, caramel sauce, and Dutch chocolate.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
And espresso, obviously. But yeah,
wow.
It's really good.
Wow. Okay, so you may be experiencing riders on 2 days because, obviously we're overnighting in Old Wine, and then the next morning riders will be taking off. Have you decided yet what your hours will be, if you'll be open both days, or how that will work yet?
Oh, I'll definitely be open both days, and I might even adjust the hours to open up earlier for people, special for that day. I will definitely announce it on my Facebook page, and I'll probably put something up in the window too, so people can, if they're walking by, they can see that we'll have special hours available for the event.
And then will you be having anything outside of your business, or will everything be inside?
Everything's going to be inside.
Okay, that's easy enough. And then as we get closer, if people want to start, checking out your Facebook page or your website, will you tell us that information?
Yeah, my Facebook page is probably the one I use the most. I do need to start working on my other socials. But so it's just Blackbird Coffee House. Blackbird is 2 different words. And then Coffee House is 1 word on Facebook.
So are there other coffee shops in Old Wine, or are you the one?
I am the only coffee shop in Old Wine.
Oh my gosh, that's exciting. And then I may have cut you off, but tell us maybe a couple of your signature foods that you offer.
Oh, I'm actually excited about this because this is going to be new on the menu for the reopen. I'm going to serve croffles.
Croffles?
I know this. They're so good.
Though. I'm thinking croissant waffles, but am I wrong?
That's exactly it.
No way.
Yes.
Okay, so describe what they look like.
So they look like little footballs, but they're waffle shaped, and then you can have sweet or savory toppings. We're going to do, like berries and whipped cream, or, cheese and ham and bacon or something. Like, we're going to have all kinds of different toppings for different days. Like, it's going to be awesome. So that's like my big breakfast thing. And then my lunch, I'm still serving paninis, which I've served for a while now. And those are always a huge hit. And I try to make sure I get high quality organic products as much as I can. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of the menu, which is also, you'll be able to see it when I put the new menu on the Facebook page here pretty soon.
All right. So we've got Blackbird Coffee House in Old Wine will be open both days for us. And the Facebook page will be in our show notes. So all you riders can find it easy enough. And we're looking forward to seeing you.
I'm looking forward to seeing everybody too. I'm so excited.
All right. Well, thank you, Misty, for being on the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, listeners, we are at the end of the week and one of our last coffee shops. So I'd like to welcome Michelle to the podcast. How are you, Michelle?
I'm great. Thank you.
Good. And I kind of gave it away. I gave away the, what town you are going to be promoting your coffee shop from. So tell us the name of your business and where you're located.
Well, I am a co-owner of Derailed Coffee House in Guttenberg.
In Guttenberg. Okay.
Yes.
And are you going to be near the route or in a place where we can bike to?
We are slightly north of the route and we are along Highway 52. Our address is 607 South Highway 52. You'll be able to bike to us very easily, especially from the dip site. We're down on the highway, like I said, at the corner of 52 and Schiller Street. And Guttenberg is so easy to get around, and the RAGBRAI committee has maps printed out. We're very visible on social media, so you can definitely find us.
And I'm assuming, as that day, people might be getting into Guttenberg fairly early in the day. But once they dip their tires, they're going to have some time. So we want to make sure that they know what you're offering, or maybe even they grab a drink on their way out of town. But first off, can you give us your role at your coffee shop, and then also maybe a brief history?
Absolutely. So like I said, I am a co-owner with my husband and one of my very best friends, Brandy Tompkins. We purchased the business April 14th is when we opened of 2024. So we purchased it actually just a few days before, and it was very quick. We jumped right in. Opened full-time in May of last year also. So it's honestly just great luck that RAGBRAI ends in Guttenberg this year, and we are a coffee-themed bicycle house.
Oh, you're
a bicycle-themed coffee house.
So you're bicycle-themed. This is so cool. It's like a perfect connection.
Yes.
So not only do we get to come into your shop and see bicycle-themed things, what do you offer as far as products?
So obviously the usual coffee and espresso drinks. We have lemon peelers, which obviously are named after the lemon peeler bicycle, and it's a lemonade drink. You can get iced or shaken or blended. So they're kind of frosty if you blend them, which they're spectacular. We have what we call e-bikes, which are our Red Bull drinks with flavor and heavy cream. Wonderful. They are one of our most popular drinks. We have dirty sodas, which may be new to a lot of people, and they're just a soda that you mix with flavor and half and half.
Oh.
They're wonderful. Also, they really hit the spot. And all of those drinks are also available in our 32-ounce buckets. So we'll have 20-ounce drinks and 32-ounce buckets. We have fresh pastries and homemade sandwiches every day. Also, we offer breakfast sandwiches and acai bowls. And the breakfast sandwiches are new, so that's going to be maybe the week of RAGBRAI when we introduce those.
I might have to get a 32-ounce bucket of e-bike because that sounds really, really good.
Oh, they're popular.
And I'll need the energy to get me through that last day. So when RAGBRAI comes through, will you have a full menu, limited menu? Do you have plans yet for what you'll be doing?
We do. We are going to limit our menu. Most all of our drinks are named after bicycle parts or bicycles and things like that. So things like Sprocket, Derailleur, Pedal Pusher. What else? We have Joyride. And we are going to throw in a caramel macchiato. And all of those drinks I listed they're going to have they're our favorite drinks, the community's favorite drinks. So they're all flavors people are familiar with. But things like Pedal Pusher are raspberry flavored espresso drink. And then we'll have all of our lemon peelers, the e-bikes, the dirty sodas. And we're going to do the pastries and sandwiches, fresh and breakfast sandwiches.
Okay, so quite a bit of variety.
And we're going to set up actually in our parking lot under tents, and we also will have photo ops outside and merch stand.
Oh, cool. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
good. And then what hours will you be open on that day?
We will be open actually earlier than normal. So we will be here about 5:45 until people are done in town.
Okay. And it's kind of a unique situation for you because there will be people that decide to stay in Guttenberg for the night. So will you also be open Sunday morning?
We are. We open Sunday morning at 8 a.m.
Okay, perfect. Good. And I'm going to throw out this question I've asked all the coffee shops. Do you have a current favorite beverage or item on your menu?
Well, yeah, I do several of them. So I would say just our original namesake, the Derailer, is my favorite, which is hazelnut syrup blended with melted Nutella. And then I like to top it with cold foam.
Ooh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yes. All of them sound delicious. I'm still leaning towards the caffeine or the pick-me-up in the e-bike.
Mm-hmm. You and a lot of other people. Like I said, they are very popular.
Yeah. Well, how about some contact information in case people are driving to RAGBRAI right now while they're listening and they want to look up either your Facebook page or your website? Will you tell us that?
Yep. We are on Facebook and it's under Derailed Coffee House. And Derailed has 2 L's like Derailer does. So DERAILLED. And then we are also on TikTok and you can message us on either of those.
Okay. Well, sounds good, Michelle. I love that you're bicycle themed. You're located really close to the route. And I hope riders come visit you.
Oh, we hope they do too. We are really looking forward to this.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Well, listeners, that is it for today. We want to thank you for tuning in to listen to the Just Go Bike podcast. If you would like to contact Murph and AP with a comment about the podcast, or maybe even you have a topic in mind, you can reach us at justgobikepodcast@gmail.com. Please follow us on Instagram and Facebook and watch our intros on YouTube. And don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast, especially if you're a fan. That is going to do it for this week. Until next time,
just go bike!
Theme song by Ryan Steer, logo by Suzanne Milosevic, produced by Kathy Murphy, social media by Andrea Parrott, intro by Pumpkin. Until next time, just go bike.